What's up everybody, welcome to luimarco. I salute you wherever you are. Mr. Olympia is going to be in a little bit more than a month from now. I decided to give you my prediction for this year. Even though, as you guys know, I am natural, I still hold a little interest into this discipline because it is, in a sense, the extreme when it comes to human development at any given time. And this year is no different. Actually, this year is exceptional in the sense that we will have 3 Mr. Olympia winners contending at the same time, and we did not see this, if I'm not mistaken, since the 80s, when we had Lee Haney competing versus Samir Bannout versus Chris Dickerson and maybe Frank Zane. So all these guys were Mr. O, right? And we can also talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1980 where he competed. There was also Franco Colombo competing, and also Frank Zane. So we never had this. Usually we only have like 1 or 2, and sometimes only 1. Like when we had Dorian Yates, he was raining on himself. Same goes with Ronnie Coleman. He did not compete versus an old Mr. O, and so on. And this year there was also another joker element, in a sense, like an unexpected element called Big Grammy. I'm gonna have to extend on that element a little bit further, but let me give you my prediction for this year, knowing all the politics of this pageant and also the business side of it, because unfortunately it's not always the best physique that wins Mr. Olympia. There are some politics into it. You guys ought to know that Mr. Olympia has to be the best ambassador for bodybuilding all over the world, and he needs to promote it in a good business savvy way, in a sense. So top 6, let's start right with that. In my opinion, Jay Cutler would probably place number 6th this year. Wow, an ex-Mr. O placing 6th. Yes, it is that deep of a division this year. Jay Cutler cannot be at his best this year when it comes to the size. He lost it, as you guys know. He was injured more than a year ago. He took some times off, did an operation, and even with all that time off, he was not able, as per his latest videos, to regain all that mass. And he is 40 years old. He's not getting any younger. So, in my opinion, Jay Cutler, if he competes, we don't know if he competes as of yet, but if he gets in, my prediction for him will be number 6. Now, number 5, it's kind of a tricky. It is a toss-up between Dexter Jackson and Flexotron, namely Sean Rodden. Both of these guys are quite old. Sean Rodden, if I'm not mistaken, he's like 40 or 41. And Dexter is 46. Also an ex-Mr. O winner. However, when it comes to the size game, he just cannot get there. Right now he's rolling with one of the best trainers out there, namely George Farah. I have to put him in number 5. He's good. He's just perfect. The perfect package. The only thing that can ding him is sometimes his middle section that gets off of control. But listen, he's the winner of this year Arnold Classic, if I'm not mistaken. And the rest of the field, they all had distorted bellies except him, right? So I had to put him in number 5, a good solid 5. And Flexotron, he has the size, he's also big, he's taller, his lines are just perfect. The only, because at that level, I mean, it is the tiny greedy thing, right? Because you're dealing with the cream of the crop, right? His back is good, is very good. But at that level, you don't have the exceptional details of, Phil Heath or Kai Green, or if we go back in time, Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, and these guys just does not have it. It takes time. It also has a genetic factor into it. I have to put Flexotron at a solid 4th spot. Big Ramy, out from Egypt, living in Kuwait, made a big, huge splash this year. He won the New York Pro, comes from nowhere, obviously supposedly training for only 3 years, he knocks out everybody in that field. I mean, Victor Martinez did not even have a chance. He literally dwarfed him. And guess what? We never, ever seen a guy like this in bodybuilding. Be my guest, do your research, go back in time, tell me about whatever, Marcus Rule, Dorian Yates, Ronnie Coleman. All these guys, none of them had a slim midsection to upper body ratio like this guy has. Dude is like 290, shredded, with a hugely world-class midsection. Never seen that. Did never happen. And guess what? He has the size, the proportions are okay. Usually when a guy reaches that huge level, unfortunately he misses out on conditioning, and also the proportions suck, right? That's why, let's say, the late Nasser El Sambari, he was dinged for that. Huge midsection. This guy is just better. Never seen a guy. Probably he has the best wheels I've ever seen, you know, south from Ronnie Coleman. I mean, the guy, I mean, they tried to ding him this year when it comes to his calves, but then again, Ronnie Coleman had worse calves. If you go back in time, Big Ramy's calves are better. The thing is, he's so big elsewhere that his calf look a little bit small compared to his quad. But again, he's not perfect. He has the same problem as Flexotron when it comes to his back. The back is wide, as big as Texas. The details are not there. I did not see a convincing, crisp Christmasry in that New York Pro. It's just not there as of yet. Can he have it? For sure, because you can see the lines. Again, the dude is like 26 or 28. He's still young. He still have time under his belt. And if he treats it well and attacks it well, it definitely will be there. He has to place number 3. He just cannot. I mean, is he a Mr. O prospect? Big time. Big time. He can win it if he basically, if he deals well with the politics, if he basically projects a good political candidate for this pageant. They cannot give you Mr. O without knowing you, even if you're the best. They need you to be a good business asset for them, to sell their product properly. And this is the best thing that can happen to bodybuilding. If the late Joe Weider was here, he would be like, wow, ching ching, ching ching, ching ching, ching ching. He would look at Big Ramy, he will see money. Because we need to agree here, bodybuilding is all about something bigger than life, something grand, something you cannot reach. Big Ramy, there is nothing like him, period. You can train, you can take any kind of creatine, that their cell tech. No, this is a genetic shift. Never seen a crazy dude like this. Probably, I don't know, if he was not human, I would have said this guy is a genetic creation. That's it. He is that good. But not good enough as of yet, not mature enough to knock the top 2, namely Kai Green or Phil Heath. Now, I'm gonna upset a lot of people, but this year my prediction is that Phil Heath will lose his crown. Boom, dislike button, yes, just my opinion. As a matter of fact, even last year in 2012, Phil Heath, he was panicking big time. He called his buddy, namely Jay Cutler, he called him, and this is on record, Jay just said it a few days ago. He called him and said, bro, I'm getting pushed by Kai Green like crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. He was panicking because Jay did not compete, he was injured. And that's it, it was that close. It was just that close. The conditioning of Kai Green was off the charts. He was amazing. And guess what? This year, he will combine most likely the size, because we've seen him a few days ago. He's still huge as hell with already some crazy details. And if all goes well, Phil Heath just does not have the tools to hold him this year, right? I mean, they're all good. They're both good. However, in certain areas, Kai Green is just better. And when it comes to the structure of Phil Heath, he just cannot beat him with that. It's not physically feasible for him to have the same wheels as as Kai Green. I mean, Kai Green wheels are like top 5 of all time. They're just crazy, big, shredded, striations. Phil Heath, don't get me wrong, they're world class, but they're not amazingly good, right? I mean, they will not make you forget the wheels of Tom Platz. However, if you take a look at the shredded wheels of Kai Green, one of the best ever, right? Same goes with the width. The shoulder width of Kai Green is just off the chart. Phil Heath is narrow up there. He's narrow. I mean, he has that 3D effect, granted, but so does Kai Green. You know, the back of Phil Heath is amazing. He's not wide, however, he comes to you. It's like a 3D effect. It's like he has peaks in his back, for God's sake. But then again, so does Kai Green. Kai Green, you know, the striations you see in that lower back, the meaty portion, is a reminder of a sight of Ronnie Coleman hybrid with Dorian Yates. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I mean, the triceps of Phil Heath is just amazing. Granted, probably one of the best ever. But that of Kai Green it does not suck. It's just there. Right? So that's it. I mean, I'm sorry guys. I think this year Kai Green will take the crown, assuming he will come in a good condition, and probably he will, because he's being coached by the pro maker again, Mr. George Farah, Lebanese baby please. Probably he's making him eat some shish taouk. I don't know, right? Because all his athletes are just sick. But that's just my opinion, guys. So this is my top 6. Tell me what you think about it at the bottom. Do not forget to like the video, and please criticize my placing. If you have a better idea, tell me about it. I did not place Branch Warren in the mix. He's just not there. I did not place Wolf in the mix. He's just not there in my book. I did not place the other guys because, in my opinion, they will not crack the top 6. This is my top 6, and the future will tell us who is right and who's wrong. I'll be waiting for your comments. Salute you wherever you are, pretty much on it daily. Baby, please.